WRVA.com. I'm Gary Hess, News Radio WRVA, the voice of Virginia.
It's 8 o'clock. Richmond's Morning News with Rich Herrera, keeping you one step ahead of everyone else. Wake up with Rich or play catch up all day. This is News Radio WRVA.
I'm thinking of doing a listening tour of my own. Maybe I'll drive around the Commonwealth, have meetings that absolutely... So Al Hashmi going around having a listening tour. Interesting. Have you noticed this new thing that we're getting out of Virginia Democrats? I'm going to go on a listening tour. Louise Lucas went around. I'm going to go on a listening tour. No, you're going around trying to have a point of view and then get people to echo back into your chamber. So Louise Lucas, who wanted to tax the data centers more, who has really not a lot going on. I'm sorry, somebody's knocking at the door over there. She went around the state when she's trying to drum up support. That's what you're trying to do. You're trying to drum up support for your position. It's not a listening tour. It's kind of double speak. So she goes around the Commonwealth, Louise Lucas, trying to rally support against her standing up and taxing the data centers, looking for new piggyback. Now you see Ghazal Hashmi has nothing to do with this. She's going to go around and have her own listening tour, so she could probably drum up support for her position. It's just be candid with us, be transparent with us. If you want to go around and get people to agree with you, yeah, I don't think I like this, then just come out and say it. Just come out and say it. The whole thing is just, I guess this is going to be a new page in the playbook for the Democrats. We're going to go on a listening tour, so that way we could tell everybody, here's what we think, and here's what we found out when we went and just talked to people that agree with us. Okay. I guess now just keep an eye on that. Again, say one thing, do another. Lots of people chiming in about the SATs. That might be some stories that we need to talk about, because, again, people are going to get ready for their kids to take the SATs probably sometime, I think, like mid-September. And like I talked about, they are make or break for a lot of these kids that are trying to get into the bigger schools. You're trying to go to Michigan. You're trying to go to UVA. You're trying to get into Florida. You're trying to get into an Ivy League school or an elite prep school, elite private school. You're trying to get into William Mary. These SATs make or break you. So it's something that I think I want to keep talking about here on Richmond's Morning News. And I know the pressure the kids get just thinking about them. That's why I asked, are you tougher than your grandfather? Dave, are you tougher than your grandfather?
No, not even close.
Imagine the things you complain about.
And things, when I think of my grandparents, I think they went through the Great Depression. And so if that happened today, streets would be littered with dead bodies. Nobody's going to go through rationing, food rationing and all that kind of stuff.
Listen, I don't mean to be, I'm a grumpy old man, Dave. I'm not get off your lawn guy. Am I?
You're getting there.
No, I'm not. I'm just getting tired of people being soft. Does that mean I'm get off your lawn guy? Like yesterday I went to Target. I had to go pick up some prescriptions to get my GLP-1, because that way I can just be Hollywood skinny like everybody else.
So you can sit on your couch and play the lottery over the internet.
Exactly. So I went over to get my insulin, went over to get some stuff, and I'm just walking through, and I'm just looking at everybody I'm looking at people melting down over going to Target to get things for dorm rooms in school. I'm like, seriously? You're melting down? This is the worst thing. I saw two girls that were like 13 years old having a meltdown conversation about something that somebody said to someone else online.
Yeah, well, that's when you're 13. That's drama.
At
13, that is the most important thing. When you're 13, your social life is all you have.
At 13,
it's not like you're working.
At 13, what were your grandparents doing? Wondering if we were going to eat today.
Most are taking care of their younger siblings or something.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh, exactly. So that's why I kind of laugh at all this stuff. Oh, the pressure of the SAT. I see it now. The pressure of the SAT. Because Rigney took a couple prep classes, and he did all that, and he had to keep taking it a couple times till he got the score high enough to get into school. But I know the pressure, because we tell all these kids, it's 16 and 17 years old. This is a test that you take that will determine your future. And if you don't do well, your life is over as we know it.
Well, I thought that too. And then I got into the real world, and for every radio job I've ever applied for, no one's ever asked to see my SAT scores. Never, not one time.
Did you like my story about I got called into the registrar's office?
Yeah.
Hey, you didn't take the SAT. I know. You have to have one to go to college.
Well, apparently
not.
you let me in. I'm already here.
I didn't know.
Apparently my money was good enough for you to take.
Well, that's why I tell the story. For me going to college, I wasn't prepared. I didn't know what I was doing. My dad asked me right at graduation, what are you going to do now? I don't know. Well, it's either you're going to job, you get a job, or you're going to school. Oh, I guess I'll go to school.
See, I would have told them, I say, okay, we have two options here. Either I drop out and you give me my money back, or I stay in and I actually pay my tuition and you keep making money.
No, well, I didn't pay tuition. It was
okay. Well, whoever was paying your tuition.
No, I get it. But
I would say no. I've already taken enough tests.
I was having too much fun. I was having too much fun in school. I had a lot of fun in school, and I learned some things from Dr. Bilas, and that was about it. But I had a lot of fun. That's what I paid. That's what my college. But I paid for my own school. I told you that, right? When I decided, I said, "Hey, Dad, I'm going to go do this." He goes, "All right. If you get a 3.0 average, I'll pay. If you're going to mess around with your friends, you pay."
And you ended up paying.
What'd I do?
Mess around with their friends.
Got a job as a dishwasher at a restaurant and worked my way up to being a waiter. And I paid for school, and I had the best time ever.
There you go.
Probably should have listened to him.
And got a 3.0.
Got a 3.0 and actually learned to study. Anyway, it's Richmond's Morning News. Good morning, everybody. News Radio WRVA. It's 8:10. Let's get to Richmond's Morning News Brief. Again, I'll do them real quick. We will use the sound, though. All right. More damning evidence coming out showing that Dr. Fauci was not the good doctor. This from Fox News on the text messages they're now coming through.
Number 1.
In one text thread from January of 2021, Dr. Fauci discusses the impact of the COVID-19 injection on pregnant women. Dr. Fauci writes to the then Surgeon General and head of the CDC, quote, "Many people have significant cytokine storm and fever after the second dose. This theoretically could be associated with miscarriage in the first trimester." Dr. Fauci later said that COVID could cause serious illness during pregnancy and that no safety issues had emerged among thousands of pregnant women who at the time had gotten the vaccine. Dr. Fauci also pointed to guidance from health authorities that left the decision to get the vaccine to women and their healthcare providers.
He just looks worse and worse and worse as everything gets exposed again. I want to know, where did it come from? All right, story number 2. Donald Trump and Iran now pointing fingers at each other. You owe me. That's our second big story of the morning.
Number 2.
So Iran's walking around with the swagger like, we're winning this thing, boys. I'm watching MS now. They're telling us how we've completely played Donald Trump, and we want the Strait of Hormuz. We're going to control it. We want the blockade over. We want the Navy out, and we want ice cream for everyone. And if Donald Trump don't do that, we're not going to cooperate. Well, Donald Trump responds, I don't think they put the ice cream in there, but they might as well because the rest of their demands are ridiculous. Donald Trump says, oh, yeah, you want to get payback for everything we destroyed? We want everything that you've destroyed paid back since the last 47 years. So there. Impasse right now. Here's what's going on. The kinetic strikes are still sitting there with the carrier strike troops ready to wreak havoc upon Iran at a moment's notice. But until then, it's going to be Scott Bessent, who I would never mess with Scott Bessent, the Treasury Secretary, one of the most powerful men in Washington, D.C. He has a python grip around the Iranian economy. And what they're saying now is, you know what? We could just wait them out. Their economy is about to collapse. They might not even be able to pay the IRGC. That's where the stalemate is right now. That's story number 2. Story number 3, no Powerball winner.
Number 3.
The winning numbers for Monday night's drawing were 6, 37, 54, 55, 64, and the Powerball was 10. A winning $2 million Match 5 power play ticket was sold in Tennessee, and 2 $1 million tickets, the Match 5 numbers, but not the Powerball, were sold in California and Maryland, including a ticket sold at a 7-Eleven on Santa Monica Boulevard in Hollywood. The jackpot for Wednesday night now grows to at least $975 million, where a winner could choose a lump sum cash option of about $422.4 million. Ted Lindner, Fox News.
Dave,
Yes.
What would life be like if you're the guy who has five numbers and not the Powerball? I mean, do you just walk around depressed for the rest of your life?
Well, don't you still get like $1 million or something?
I know, but do you?
I'll take $1 million. I'd rather have the 975 or whatever it is. But $1 million bucks,
I don't know.
$1 million bucks ain't bad.
All right,
It'll still be more than I've ever won on any other lottery.
That's true. All right, that's Richmond's Morning News Brief this morning. I could have been a billionaire. Why did I pick the number 11? I could have picked 10.
I think the most I've ever won on a lottery is like $2 on a scratch off.
I think I won like $50 once.
No, I'm never that lucky. That's why I don't play the lottery.
Are you now? It's going to be close to $1 billion. Will you buy a ticket?
I doubt it. Just hopefully my
Mr. Salty.
my family and friends will buy a ticket, and maybe one of them will win and throw some money my way.
I'm surprised we don't have everybody around the radio station running around. Okay, everybody throw in $1. We're going to buy tickets together.
Now that I would. I do that.
If I win the lot, when I win the lottery coming up on Wednesday, I'll buy you whatever vehicle you want from Pearson Signature Dealerships.
I'll take it.
Okay,
I was hoping for like a Ferrari or something.
Save the tape. Well, I mean, if you want, I'll tell you what. I'll buy you a Ferrari and any vehicle from Pearson Signature Dealerships.
Yeah, because you're not playing the lottery, are you?
No, I will. I'm going to buy a ticket.
Okay.
I'm going to get off my fat butt and get off my couch and go buy it myself.
I'm not picky.
I also don't use Grubhub.
I would rather you give me a couple of $1 million in cash, but I'll take a couple of free cars.
Well, which would you rather have? You're running tape. You have it right now. It's an oral contract.
Well, okay. Well,
which will never stand up if Mike Ross or
I'll get Tom Garrett to defend me.
Then we're all in trouble. All right. Today's program brought to you in part by our friends at A+ Windows. All right, listen. You want to replace the windows. You know you need to. Your energy bills are through the roof.